Hey YouTube, thanks for tuning back in. Chase here, and today's video is me going over how I feel different units have done for me in Arena and how I feel I've done against them, what I like to see, what I don't like to see in Arena. And before that, I will add in that this portion, my intro, is coming at the end because I was a dummy that started recording with my finger, with my cursor, on the stop recording button that I apparently hit multiple times. So I noticed afterwards that not only was my recording split up over 3 videos files, it was also missing decent sized sections, which is good because the big file where I finally realized I should move my cursor because it might get hit, that's like 41 minutes or something like that. So it's already a super long video. Spoilers, in case you guys don't know how to look at the time bar. Anyway, I got the vast majority of it. I started off with saying that, first of all, that I will, besides being a review, I'll put some tips and tricks, Chase's tips and tricks in the video just throughout whenever I feel like. I'm just going to be talking about things throughout this. You guys probably realize that's how I do things. I just look and ramble and lose track of what I'm talking about. What were we? Arena stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I started off, you got like 90% of my unit coverage. I was at a preamble about, most of us should know this now. If you don't, somebody's going to disagree with me. Oh, I bring my Bone Baron and he's very good, blah, blah, blah. No, A-rank casters, don't bring them. Don't. That could change in lower weight weeks, possibly. But then again, in lower weight weeks, you're going to be better off bringing your B and C tier casters anyway. A-rank casters were already at the wisdom cap, and then the update did nothing for them. And then B-rank A-rank physical units with B-rank skills, it's annoying how they did that. They got stronger, and they were already doing very good damage. So, yeah, your A-rank spot should only go to melee units or a tank. Sometimes a tank is good. I've not messed with cover at all. We're not talking about A-ranks with cover. But, I don't know. You know, if you're kind of just not sure what to bring in the 5th spot, maybe a cover tank is good. It can help you advance in the first turn. It's a strategy I'll have to look at. I've not so far. Anyway, I started with... there's 2 S ranks that I don't have, so I'll cover them first. Metal Dragon. No. Review done. Killing Machine. I don't have Killing Machine. If you have Killing Machine and a dupe, he can be good. But here's the thing. You got to look at elemental coverage. And if you've got zone... If the enemy team has more than one crack weakness, you're bringing Zoma. If they've only got 1 unit with a crack weakness, yeah, Killing Machine, if you have a dupe, is good. Otherwise, you're bringing Zoma. And you... Why are you going to spend 50 points on something that you can already cover? Weakness-wise. Yeah, okay, both of their crack-resistant or weakness units can be on either side of the battlefield. Yes, it's not always bad to bring 2 units that cover a weakness, but for the most part, when you don't know where the enemy's going to be, if you've got the potential of hitting 2 of them with Zoma at the same time, I would not bring Killing Machine. Killing Machine would be a rare bring for me if I had him. And so, again, I will apologize. I'm not going to go and do careful editing. I ended my review. Sorry. The next section is going to start with me talking about Killing Machine, so sorry if there's some overlap. Anyway, I'm just going to go through these together, slap it on YouTube, and enjoy the rest of the video, guys. It's way too long, sorry. They didn't get anything from the update. So do not bring A-rank casters. Unless you absolutely have to. That may change in lower weight weeks. But anyway, Killing Machine, I would never bring him even if I had him. Alright, Draguar. Draguar's terrific. I know a lot of you are tired of hearing it. It's nothing new. I would love to use Draguar in Arena. I can't. I can't use Draguar because I don't have orbs, okay? That said, if you do have the option or desire to put orbs into him, he'd probably be very good. He's got I think he automatically starts with a boost. He has a chance to get What are his perks real quick? All right, so just he always starts with an attack up for 2 turns. That's mostly all that's relevant. You know, especially you're going to go to turn 3 a lot. You should probably plan for it. But turn 3 is mop up. So if you get an attack boost for the first 2 turns, that's all you need. And then he will occasionally, I don't know what occasionally is, 25, 50%. You'll occasionally get a double attack up. So he's going to start with a triple attack thing. Triple attack boost. Keep in mind, that only works on Stormclaw. So anyway, if you got something, if you bring him, you got something with a whoosh weakness, he's going to one-shot it, okay? Because he's got 4 move. This is only range 1, but if he can hit it range 1, he's going to take it out in one hit, almost guaranteed, as long as he's not super weak, you know, under-leveled, or the ability doesn't have enough upgrades in it. Just make sure he doesn't get himself killed. Going up and killing a unit on the first turn is great, unless your unit gets killed at the end of the round or in round 2. Then you should have just stayed back. It's better to take more time than to lose a unit, so don't lose a unit. I mean, that doesn't work out. That doesn't go against your favor until like round 4, I think. If you're going round 4, you probably weren't doing well enough that you were going to keep all your units anyway. And then Beastly Roar is great. I don't know what his max. I imagine this ability MP cost would lower with raising level. I haven't checked because, again, I can't use him. But anyway, it seems to do pretty good damage. Elementalist is non-elemental is better in Arena than I thought it would be. In PvE, I don't think much about non-elemental damage, since you can always bring units that hit brilliant. In Arena, it's actually pretty useful. That's why Boreal Serpent is so much better than I thought he'd be. Anyway, this with the occasional stunning makes him fantastic. I mentioned the MP because so far, like, just using him leveling, he can get it off once and then he's out of MP. What is he? He's only level, I don't know, 76, but his MP, he can't even use that ability twice. So, then again, if you can use an ability 3 times, you got nothing to worry about in Arena. If you need to use a big move more than 3 times, you're already screwed up. But, yeah. Alright, so Draguar. Honestly, it's like he was tailor-made for Arena. I wish I could use him. Squidzilla. I remember, like, I was talking to Jax before Arena launched, and he was excited for that. But then again, that was because we didn't think we were going to be able to use half the families. We thought we were only going to be able to use, Nature, Dragon, something and something. And it didn't work out that way. Anyway, if you need to put melee units with 2 move and no range on their abilities, I don't even consider. He could be good. I don't worry about later skills as much in Arena either. If I bring Zoma, unless I've got 2 other mages, and even then, I'm usually, like, if I bring him, I'm just going to keep Zoma as the leader so that he can be 20% stronger. That's better than trying to, if you're comparing him to White King. Alright, first of all, 20% on Zoma. I don't have an Awakening on mine, so if that makes him strong enough, if his leader skill makes him strong enough to kill something in 1 hit, that's worth it. But I'd rather have 20% on him than the chance of 10% on 2. 10% on 3 is possible, but you got to keep them all huddled together in the middle. It depends on the map, depends on if you're turtling or not. I'd rather just have 20% on one of my units. Okay, so yeah, Squidzilla. I'm not gonna say he's bad, but you got to be, for 50 points, you got to be bring better than a 2 movement melee with no range on him. Emperor Slime. You don't heal in Arena. It can be useful sometimes, but if you're relying on healing, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. Apparently, somewhere in the future, there is a spot for Nightclubber, mostly based on his leader skill. I think it's 20% potency, physical potency for beasts, which is very strong, actually. That's one of the best leader skills if you have good beasts. I think JP starts getting better beasts. So that and his, let's see, what's his MP? He's got 184 Ultra Stomp. He'll be able to use Ultra Stomp 3 times, so that if he's buffing himself without having a 20%, once you actually, if you can get him ranked up, probably do pretty well in Arena. Depends. Anyway, Nightclubber right now is unusable. Now, when we switch to a melee meta, his attack, or not, sorry, not his attack is relatively low, pretty low. His defense is insane. Insane. This is only level 90 on him. 468. I'm pretty sure that's the his defense is insane. So if you're going against all physical units, that guy's your tank, and he's not going to kill things, but sometimes it's just set up so that your team is leaving things with 10-20% HP left. Ultra Stomp's going to be great for that. So yeah, he's just not useful now, but don't count him out. Apparently he's going to get better. We're going to get better melee physical beast units. King She Slime, I'm not going to use it. Some people have... Honestly, Arena's a blitzkrieg, okay? You want to go and kill. Now, even if you are turtling the first turn to get them to come to you, because you're... Look, I'm not a whale. I mean, some of you think I am because I've spent, a few hundred in the game. Spent too much on a gacha, but I haven't gone crazy. It's not a whale. I stop at one awakening, or sorry, I don't go for awakenings. I'm just trying to get one of everything for the most part. I forget where I was going with that. Anyway, my units are not super strong. I can't. Anyway, I was saying, even with my units being relatively weak, I'm almost always going faster than my opponents. So even when you're going for the quickest possible turns, kills, I'd still call 3 turns. That's not going for the long run. That's just being practical, because if you advance the first turn, you might hit 1 or 2 things. You could even take out 2 units. But if they're back, if their attack back kills one of your units, then you were stupid for not waiting. Anyway, after all that, that's why I don't care about King She Slime, because the big attack is blow away to knock things back 2 spaces. I don't want that. I don't want that. It would be in Arena. I don't want that. Queen She Slime, I've heard is very good. I can't use her, but if you did put orbs into her, apparently she's very good in Arena. Being able to bring things... I mean, it's just like we all thought that she might be able to do. She can pull things closer, and maybe... apparently she's very tanky, relatively fast, I believe. Let's see, her agility is decent. And let's see, HP at max. She's gonna have some good HP. You can pull one thing 2 spots closer. You can pull a whole line up to 3 units 1 space closer. I think it does some decent damage too. It's crack. So she probably gets a lot more valuable if you don't have Zoma, although she's not one-shotting anything, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that can allow, pulling them 1 spot closer is still going to leave your melee units in danger, most likely. Plus, all the melee units I bring are very fast, so I doubt she outspeeds them. But it can allow your casters to hit something without putting themselves in the range of the enemy casters. That can be very helpful. Hell Gladiator. Nope. No. I will take almost any match against a team with Hell Gladiator. There's no room for poison in Arena. That's stupid. Don't do it. I've seen a couple people try to argue, well, actually, or the meta in JP in who cares when. No, no poison in Arena right now. Lionheart, good unit. I considered putting orbs into him, but the thing is with the limited amount of orbs, I'm aiming at hitting different elemental weaknesses, and I've got White King. I would rather have White King do Kaswoosh on 1, 2, 3 units than... I don't think Lionheart is a complete glass cannon, but he's not tanky. So I would rather have White King use Kaswoosh than send him up and hit 1 unit with his big attack. So yeah, and then again, because of we need to be very careful. I'm trying to hit different elemental type coverages. I can't put orbs into 2 whoosh users. I mean, what's the fun in that? What's the fun in being able to use different units, guys? I'm being selfish. There's no fun in using the units that you paid for. Sorry, it gets me salty. Archdemon, there's just not enough orbs for him. He could be very useful. I wish I had a good boom user, because Royal Reptile is relatively strong, but I put Blast Slash on him, you know, the one that starts the B rank scroll, and it'll do some good damage, but it's not one-shotting anything. I feel like S rank should be one-shotting something. If your mages do 80-90% of the enemy's HP, that's one thing, but melee units, they need to one-shot things for 50 points. So anyway, as much as I would like some boom type coverage, I'm not going to use my orbs on Archdemon. And my Baramos is another one. He's 65 points. So if he was 50 points, you sure as hell bet I would be planning to throw my next couple of orbs on him for Arena. I really want some bang type coverage. But, you know, he's 0 Awakening. I'm not going to do it for 65 points. Great Troll. He's a tank. He does, like, no damage for the most part. Let's see. I mean, his attacks are respectable, actually, but he's got very good HP. But tankiness is... Okay, so now instead of 1 hit, he takes 2 hits to take down. But being a frontline unit, he's probably going to be next to somebody else. It's very easy to get him in an AoE spell. I'm not worried about Great Troll at all in Arena, and he's not... This is a stupid statement for the most part. If you were an A rank for 35 points, I'd bring him every time, probably. Not every time, but I'd be very happy to bring him. For 50 points, no, you can do better. You got to do better for 50 points. Great Dragon, I don't know. Some people seem to like him. I don't have orbs for him, and I'm never going to find out. I think he's probably doing the same kind of damage as Hybrid, but with better defense. So if you want something that's tanky and yeah, if you want something that's tanky and can do moderate damage, not moderate type, but like a little bit, that's fine. But again, for 50 points, no. For 50 points, you want your units to be one-shotting or just being better than a decent tank with decent damage. Prism Peacock, I don't think is same thing. I don't know if he's tanky or not, but he's not one-shotting anything. So I disregard him, and I love to see him on the enemy team. Baramos is something that I don't like to see on the enemy team because he's gonna go last. So if you advance, he's going to destroy you. So yeah, I wish that he was... If I had some copies on him, and I had the orbs on him, I would bring him if I had some... if I was going against a team with at least 2 bang weaknesses, but he's just not an option for me. But yeah, his going slow is a bonus in the arena. Because, I mean, he'll go after all the enemies for the most part. Now that being said, I tried Dragon Lord like my first day on my team, and I didn't like him because I didn't know to sit back and turtle. I've not tried him much since. If you are committed to waiting the first round, he can be pretty useful. Although the one time I did bring him again, I ran into a lot of enemy frizz resistance, so he actually didn't do very good. It's harder to check that, you know. His Hellfire Blast is going to do amazing, but right now with a 30% damage reduction this week, anything that's resistant to a spell type, the damage is like almost irrelevant. Just doesn't do enough. But here's the thing about Dragon Lord: I hate seeing him on the enemy team. I am afraid of him. First of all, if he's leader, he's going to give himself 20% bonus to his abilities. And yeah, he goes very slow too. So if you're advancing towards the enemy and you don't kill Dragon Lord, he's going to one-shot your unit unless they're resistant to frizz. He will one-shot anything not resistant to frizz if you leave them within 4 spaces. If you leave it within 5 spaces of Dragon Lord, they're going to eat a Kafrizz. And if they're not at full HP, or if they're neutral to frizz, Kafrizz is still going to mess them up if they're not at max HP. And it's going to kill them if they're not at max HP. And if they are at max HP, it still might kill them, or it's going to leave them really low. Anything could kill them after. So be careful of Dragon Lord, guys. His slowness and the fact that enemy... especially when he's in the back, he makes advancing very hard. So I would avoid Dragon Lord as much as possible. I mean, I would say the same about Zoma, but you pretty much can't avoid Zoma. You're just going to fight Zoma almost every time. Let's see. Hybrid, he's okay. I didn't get mine. Maybe his breath damage gets a lot better at 110. He's another one that I thought I was going to be forced to use because only 4 families would be able to go to rank 6, but it didn't work out that way. He's not bad to bring, but you know, for 50 points, again, you want to be one-shotting units, and you can't just put him up there the first turn and be happy that he took 50% off 2 or 3 units, because if you lose a unit, you're not playing arena. If you are, you can't be willing to lose a unit the first turn. So his speed does not actually work well for him here, and he's just not one-shotting anything, so he's useless. Not useless, but he's not worth 50 points, unfortunately. I really wanted him to be. Maybe his breath starts doing 60 or 70% of an enemy's HP at level 110. I don't know, but right now he's not strong enough to bring. Dragonlord True Form. First of all, I think he's pretty much there for his Fire Breath. I know his Dragon Swing can do amazing damage. I've had people think that I'm stupid for saying he's all about his Fire Breath. That's what he is for me in Arena, and I mention this because I don't care about getting an Awakening on him. His Awakenings, they're going to make him better, but with the way, you know, resources are limited in this game, like, you know, question mark icon fragments, I'm not going to use them on Dragonlord True Form because they don't help his Fire Breath at all. So keep that in mind. They will help his Dragon Spin. They'll make him tankier. They'll increase his attack. Not going to make his Fire Breath one teeny little bit better, other than getting him to rank 6. I'd like to get him to rank 6 soon, but, you know, we don't have any damn orbs. Anyway, yeah, fire. If you got Frizz resistance or Frizz weakness enemies, here's the. If they got one big bad enemy that you're worried about with Frizz resistance, I don't have any examples right now, I'll bring Dragonlord Human Form. If they've got 3 of them, I'm bringing True Form, and I'll probably make him my leader. I only like, so far with the weight totals, I don't like bringing anything below an A rank. I haven't brought anything below A rank into the arena, so I don't think. So I only like using 165 point unit. I'm bringing S's and A's. That's another thing when I'm looking at enemy teams. Unless they have 4 super strong S ranks, if they've got A's and B, if they've got like 1 S and then a bunch of A's and B's, that's what I'm going to fight. A's and B's, they're just so much easier to take out. And outside Hellion and Boreal Serpent, I'm not worried about any other A units. The A casters, easy win. You just have to make sure that they can't like finish off one of your units, and that's all that they're going to do. They can A rank casters can finish a unit off. That's it. So if you find fights where they bring anything C rank and lower, and then they've got like Bone Baron there, you take that fight. Unless they've got like a 5-star Zoma or something like that, but I mean, anybody that has that hopefully isn't dumb enough to bring a team like that. So, anyway, Dragonlord True Form is great, but if I'm bringing him, I'm not bringing Zoma. So I got to see more Frizz weakness and really only like 1 or 2 crack resistances. Alright, so Zoma, Zoma doesn't impress me that much in PvE, because Psy Cannon is just always going to be good. And not hitting for brilliant, and then if there's a crack weakness, then yeah, he's the best. But that's the same for Dragonlord Human Form. If the boss has, or the majority of units have Frizz weakness, he's the best unit in the game. So, Psycannon is way better than I thought it'd be in Arena. I did not realize how good non-elemental damage would be in the Arena. And there's a lot of good stuff that's weak to crack. I'm bringing Zoma every fight and setting him as later because every fight seems to have 2 or 3 crack resistance, or crack weakness enemies. That's good. Yeah, so I don't need to go on about him. Once I get, I got the orb today, waiting for 10,000 gold, and I'll slap that on him, get my Zoma up to S6, and he'll be level 110 around the time that rank 7 comes out. I think we need a little more XP right now. The only XP values that, rewards that were increased was out of the story mode. I'm not farming story mode right now. White King's great. I see a lot of Whoosh resistance, and I think I mentioned this with Lionheart. If I'm bringing 1 unit to cover Whoosh, I keep saying resistance instead of weakness a lot, I think. I'm sorry. If I'm looking for a unit to take care of Whoosh coverage, Whoosh weaknesses, I'm bringing White King. He's fantastic. He can one-shot a lot of things. He'll at least do 80-90% of their damage. He's great. And again, he's a decent leader skill, but if I'm bringing Zoma, I'm probably just going to have him take his own leader skill. Because right now, another thing, you've heard me trash A-rank casters. Hopefully you've heard other people doing it so far too. If you can only bring S-rank casters, then you probably only have 2 of them. And again, taking the chance of 3 of your casters having a 10% bonus instead of just giving 20% to one, I'm going to take 20% on my best caster. So anyway, I don't often use White King as the leader, but his Swish is amazing. All right, and then Royal Reptile. He's strong because he has, he's the only A-rank zap ability. So if I see a zap weakness, I'm bringing him on an S rank. That's another thing, my tips and tricks section of the video. Don't worry so much about weaknesses and resistance on A units outside. And you got Boreal and Hellion, they are threats. I honestly don't see them very much in enemy teams. It's odd. Especially Boreal. I don't see a lot of enemy Boreals. Apparently people didn't summon a lot for Baramos. Anyway, outside those units, which again, they're not tanky, so they're easy to take down with anything that they're pretty much just not resistant to. Anyway, when they're bringing, don't make the mistake of worrying about covering the weaknesses on your enemy's weaker A, B, lower units. Like, with few exceptions, you don't have to care about those units. Just take them out with anything when you please. Something on your team can handle them. So yeah, Royal Reptile, he does great. He also has a bang type slash. Again, it's not going to one-shot S-rank enemies, but depending on what you got to do, he's my only B rank, or he's my only bang type unit really, in S ranks. So he'll do a bit of it, and then something else has to finish that unit off. It's the best I can do for bang coverage right now. But yeah, Zapple, mine is still leveling a little bit. He leaves Zap. He leaves a lot of Zap weakness enemies with a little bit of HP, but I think I still have like 2 levels to go on his slash. Yeah, 2. So he can get a little bit stronger, and he'll level up. Hopefully he can one-shot at least weaker enemies, weaker S ranks, without a lot of awakenings in them, with the one move. Because again, 50 points, you want to be one-shotting or getting real damn close. All right, so Hellion. We all know Hellion's amazing. I put Crackle Slash on mine because I don't have a killing machine, and it was mostly for the 999. If I could do it over again, I would probably put Sizz on him because there's nothing that does Sizz damage. Oh, the other S rank I forgot. Dread Dragon, 1000% irrelevant, because he's the only S rank that does Sizz damage, but he's like he's not an S rank. Like, he's an honorary A rank. There you go. He's an A rank that costs 50 points. Don't bring Dread Dragon. So essentially, there's no S ranks capable of doing Sizz damage. So I wish I had put that on him. Then it'd be easy to remember that he just does fire damage, because it's still stupid that Sizz and Frizz are separate. Green Dragon. I have had no luck bringing my Green Dragon. If I'm just kind of stuck with what to bring as an A rank, I will bring him, and he won't die, and he'll do some damage, and it's fine. But he's a tank in Arena, and I don't really like tanks. I maybe should fool around more with Wordle or Stone Golem, something like that, but being able to advance faster possibly. But I have not messed around with that. Troll, another thing, he's not going to do any damage, but if you just want something, if you want maybe a dummy while you're advancing, he could be okay. I'm left with I'm left in the position sometimes where my 5th spot I have the points for an A rank, and I just don't really know what to bring. So that's kind of Green Dragon, Great Troll. Living Statue, he's very slow, but he's not gonna die. That's the thing. Like, a lot of times I'm left with my 5th spot where it's like, all right, I'm gonna turtle. Maybe I can move 1 or 2 spots forward with him. He'll get up there. Maybe he can draw some fire. He's very tough. Let's see, what's his HP at? I put that inorganic weapon on him. He's got almost 1000 HP. So he's very good, especially if he's not weak to something. So I bring him as a tank. He'll deal some damage with his multi-fists or his bang type move. So I'll bring him a lot as my 5th unit. I'm not excited about it, but he's fine. He's never died on me. But I've mentioned this in other videos. I'm bringing Boreal and Hellion every single time. I should wait till the 6-month banner, but when I get 30 dragon tokens, I can't waste my master medals on it. When I get 30 dragon fragments, I'm gonna buy his Last Awakening. It'll be another 5% strength and 5% to his spinning attack, rolling attack, whatever it is. So he'll be about 10% stronger. I know the math isn't going to work out exactly like that, but he's going to be stronger. Yeah, Boreal Dragon's terrific. Just make sure that him and Hellion don't get one shot. Boreal, I think, is even weaker defensively than the Hellion. So just keep an eye on him. Again, if you take out 1, even 2 units on the first turn with these guys, it was still a bad choice if you lose them in round 1 or 2 after. So don't do that. Wordle, I don't know. He's a tank. Fine. Let me see. This guy, whatever his name is, the new knight that just came with whatever, he's bad. This guy, I don't know. I see him on the enemy team sometime, and I love it. Crackle is bad in Arena. It's a B rank spell. It's bad. Putrid Breath, I love getting hit with that. And Sweet Breath is... Sleep can be annoying, but I don't know if that's how I take it. You know, if instead of taking a hit, I get put to sleep. That's not great, but it's fine. I love seeing him across the field. Lime Slime, I don't know. I mean, he's a spellcaster, so it's nice that he could buff your spell resistance the first turn. Maybe I'll give him a shot more often. That may be enough for him only being an A rank caster. Then again, I just said that my 5th unit is usually pretty not great. So yeah, if I see 3 enemy casters on the other team, maybe I'll try Lime Slime. He might not be bad, but I cannot confirm. But again, yeah, my 5th unit ends up being pretty bad usually. This guy, Shadow Dragon, lame. Armful, another unit I love seeing on the enemy team. He doesn't do anything. I don't know. I haven't tried him in Arena myself. I haven't even awakened him, but yeah, he's non-elemental damage, which is better than I thought, but like, I don't know, he just doesn't... HP regen isn't anything in Arena. That's completely worthless. 99.9% of the time, so don't think about that. And he just doesn't do that much damage. What's his... It's not... I think his stats are decent. It's just... Yeah, his strength is only pretty good. And you have to have a high strength and good abilities to be... worthwhile in Arena, just because there are a handful of just really good... You're focusing on your most exceptional units, and mediocre just doesn't have a spot in Arena most of the time. Dragon Slime I've brought a couple of times just because I didn't care what went in the 5th slot. There was some crack weaknesses, and I thought maybe... I just wanted to try Tang. I got a little lucky with it. He's weak, so be careful with him. I put the Fireblade on it, because I've got mine set to give almost 200 HP. So... I mean, he's not doing damage, so just worry about him surviving. So yeah, on the right stages, he can be good. King Bubble, I've not tried him in Arena. He won't die, that's for sure. I think he does some okay damage with his Toxic Thrust. And with the enemy going... I mean, if it's not something where you have to worry about the attack back too much, you know, if he knocks out 30% of their HP or so, and then... envenomates them to do, you know, another 25% damage, he could be good, but he's not something I'm gonna advocate for. And another unit that I don't love seeing him on the other side of the battlefield because he does have a lot of HP, but I'm also not afraid of him. Pickle Slime I love seeing on the other side of the field. He does have a lot of HP, I seem to remember. Oh wait, no. Okay. No. His defense is actually pretty good for an A-rank caster. Very good, in fact, I think. I'm not saying he's not necessarily one of my favorites to run across, but also he's just new. He's fine. He's an A-rank caster. I'm happy to see him there for the most part. This guy, same thing. This guy, same thing. Slime Shroom, definitely happy to see him. This guy I've not seen at all. He's probably fine. What's he look like at 90? Good attack. Falcon Slash is irrelevant. He's got a B rank. He's got the 180 Zam type damage. There are literally no A rank Zam abilities in the game. The strongest one is Dragonlord True Form's I don't know, whatever, Zam Claw or whatever. It's actually still, it's stronger than 180% physical, but it's actually still a B tier. I did not realize that. So yeah, there are no A ranked Zam abilities in the game. Pretty sure. There's definitely none that are worth anything. Maybe like Metal Drag. I think Metal Dragon is Whoosh type. Maybe he has a Zam one. I don't know. It doesn't matter though because he sucks. Anyway, that guy. This actually Dark Skeleton might be fine. I should probably actually look into Dark Skeleton. He's got high HP. He hits Zam. He's got a good attack. Defense is fine, and he's slow. Slow's good in arena. You know what? I actually got to level this guy up. I think Dark Skeleton could be a good 5th unit, especially if you got a Zam coverage to hit. Again, if you're not paying attention, say, well, my White King has Zamel, so that covers Zamel weaknesses. It doesn't. No B rank spells cover an enemy weakness on the enemy team. Okay, they just don't do enough damage. Okay, that's Lolly. He didn't say my name out loud, but I was not arguing, but I was saying, like, dude, Mucifer, he's like, I'm going to bring my, I got my Mucifer up to Awakening 5, and I'm going to put orbs in him, or I'm going to put the new materials in him right away, and my Mucifer is going to be great in Arena. And I'm like, dude, you're forgetting all about Wisdom Cap. There's no point in ranking him up other than he gets more HP in defense. And yeah, that's everybody learned this week that B rank spells suck now in Arena. So yeah, Mucifer is just the same. Every A rank caster is the same thing for the most part. Don't bring them. Haxorus, I don't know. He's probably fine. Not something you want to bring. He's just fine. The thing, I don't know. Maybe he could be good if there is a couple against the slime team or something. If you find a slime meme team, wow, he's got a good defense. Yeah, I mean, what's he? I don't know. Is Slionheart has a Zam or a Zapple attack, so he's probably not weak to Zapple. Oh no, he's got the. I don't know if he's what's he resistant to? That's what matters here. Resistant to crack and bang. All right, so there's no slimes that really. I mean, Kingsley slime can use Frizzle or oh no, that's Sizzle. Never mind. So there's no slimes that he's weak to, I believe. So yeah, if you run across an enemy meme slime team and you already put some resources into Handsome Crab, it's pretty good. So if you're against an all slime team, Handsome Crab is probably good. Is he 3 movement too? Yeah, he's 3 movement. He has an amazing defense and decent HP. So yeah, you know what? I should rank him up soon. He's actually good. I'm learning things with you guys. Sorry, this video is going long, but we probably already knew that at the start. Cyclops could be fine. He's just not good enough to bring. So I mean, if maybe if you're a free to play player or newer, maybe this guy got like a bunch of awakenings and your other A ranks don't. He could be fine. He also has same thing. If you've got 1 or 2 inorganic enemy, he has the inorganic type move. Maybe bring him. He is he's got great HP. He's got decent attack. He's slow again. That's good. He's got a 2 range physical ability Stone Throw. It's not good, but it is better than just nothing. So it can be nice sometimes. So yeah, if you have a weaker team, if you have a weaker roster, he could be good. Or if you notice, I don't know, maybe you're like, I don't know, the unit you're worried about the most, like a Dragon Lord or something like that. You can advance on him with that. He could occasionally be good, but for the most part, I'm not bringing him. Another caster, another caster, another caster. So that's everything. We're down to King Slime, and he is... don't bring King Slime. I mean, if you just want something to draw damage, I guess, but he's not going to... He's not going to do any damage. There's better tanks to bring, so... No, that's King Slime. King Slime, just... irrelevant. Alright, B ranks. Gargoyle could be good. He's got an insane attack. Let's look at what it is. Mine's fully awake. 414 attack. He's probably going to be good in lower weight weeks, but you got to make sure that there's nobody around to attack him afterwards, because he's only got 440 HP. So like, you got to kind of make sure that you wipe out everything on that side of the board before that your turn's over. And generally, most of your units are going to go together, and then most of your enemies' units are going to go together. So if you can make sure that he doesn't get attacked back, he's probably going to be very good. Let's see. And then I think B rank and below, you're not going to have to worry about casters so much. I know this guy ends up being good in PvE. He might be fine. I mean, I'm just looking at things. If you end up going for different weight cost, Wordle could be good. He's got Sweet Breath too, and he's tanky. Depending on if you want to go with a cover strategy, there is some use for that in Arena. Let's see. Drake Slime, no. The Healer, possibly. What's his Wisdom go up to? 201. I don't put much in him, but lower weight weeks, he may end up being very good. I'm not going to look at every one of these guys. I think Cyber Slime here, is that his name? Could be good on some weeks. These two casters here, Raving Lunatic and the other one, are fine B rank casters. Stone Golem can be good any week if you want to go with cover, and he is resistant to the right abilities. Let's see. I've heard this guy is good. He's got a good attack for a B rank. I think his HP is relatively high, very fast for a B rank. So lower weight weeks, this guy could be something to consider or worry about, and I think he will be. I think he's got a battle road. So this guy is probably one of the best C ranks. He's got a Tiger Cub here, big attack. But again, just like the Gargoyle, you got to make sure he doesn't get hit after. So he's. I would definitely put a scroll on him too. One of the B rank scrolls would be very useful on that unit, and for 25 points, he's going to be amazing, I think. But again, if he goes and kills one, even in high weight weeks, you can get excited about him killing an S rank or something like that, or an A rank. That's great. But when he gets hit, at the end of the turn or after on the second turn, he was a bad choice. So be careful there. Drachima, I don't know. He works out well in PvE. I don't think he's going to be relevant in Arena until lower weight weeks. Then he can do a little unit damage with Boom and put things to sleep. I don't know. I don't have experience in a meta like that, a low weight week meta. So we will find out. Let me see. There are things here that could be good. Jargon here is possibly a good C rank, but again, that's only for lower weight weeks. Oh, we're coming to reset soon. I've taken way too long on this. Again, here's the thing. Leery Lout may be good. I know, I'm just thinking about units right now. I gotta go faster. I know this video is way too long. I don't necessarily see anything in D rank that's worthwhile right now, but again, there's things to worry about in lower weight weeks. So yeah, E ranks, Leery Lout could be okay. You gotta put an HP weapon on him. And yeah, because now mine's ranked out and he's at 3 awakening, so he'll get better at 5, but 5% of his base HP is not much, so he's going to hit like 300 HP, a little bit over. So you got to put an HP weapon on him, and then, if you're going against an enemy that's a team that's a lot of sizz and crack damage, he might be good to use for cover. Other than that, no. So not a lot of. I think the E units are mostly crap. Stump Chump has a heal, but it's like worthless. I don't think there's anything good in the E rank category. F rank, I don't know. I'm not big on mid-heal Ghost. Apparently that was meta in Japan. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen any gameplay videos on the global side proving it. But again, in lower weight weeks, possibly, I don't know. But that's it. That's everything there is bad. So that's like right now, if you had 5 points left on your roster this week, I wouldn't bring the F rank. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't bring an F. I wouldn't bring a D. I would just leave that slot blank. Yeah, I meant E and F. I don't even know about D. I might leave 15 points off my roster It's just, well, if you're doing that, if you're not going to leave 15 because you'll take one of your A's up to an S. Anyway, yeah, I just wouldn't even bring an EMF unit. And if I did, I would be hiding them in the corner. Maybe put some kind of buffing ability that they can use the first turn and then stay away from the fight to not get killed. So that's it. Sorry, 41 minutes. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you got something out of this. Maybe this will be something on just for you to have in the background while you grind the new event that comes out tonight. I will be, for the few of you watching this 40-minute video in the hour-and-a-half maintenance, I will be live when the event drops tonight. So tune in for that. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone that's still watching, even if you disagree with my last video. I will have response to that coming up soon. For anyone that's interested, it's mostly community-based drama, so I don't care if you don't care about it. You just don't watch that one. But yeah, anyway, I'm a little over 200 subs right now. That's very exciting. So please, unless you like just hate my guts, which I totally understand, if you like my videos at all, please just give me a sub. It helps a lot. And have a great night, guys. Bye.